Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back. It's been a while, but I'm jumping into a different game today, and it's called MMORPG Tycoon 2. It's fantastic, in my opinion, just because it's my type of game. I love simulators, I love building games, never ending. But anyways, I wanted to do this video because I noticed that a lot of YouTube videos regarding this game are starters, and this is not a starter. This is my grind fest. I just got to 100,000 subs, so this is what I've been working on. But I just want to explain that this was my first build, which I was in for maybe 10 minutes just to learn the features, figure out my game plan, and then I was like, okay, this is a terrible start, so let's restart. And then I've been grinding this for like 3 days now, and it's been pretty well off. I made it extremely pay to win. It's like the heaviest grind you could ever imagine, and yeah, if you wanna really get ahead, you gotta pay. And it's quite the, I'm gonna say scam, but also quite the addiction of a game. It's like whatever every single MMORPG game is made up of, except I just made it 10 times to the max of what real life would do. And once we load in here, you'll see in 1 second what I mean after I explain everything. Anytime now, I think. It's a big load. Like, this game, I don't think they expected people to grind it out this much, because oh, Titan of Wizards. Yeah, I just picked a random name that they had, and that's what came up, and I decided, okay, good enough. But this is my extremely dense world right now, and I'll explain why. So ignore all this. This is annoying because I just unlocked a bunch of stuff. I'll get into that later, but for now, oh god, I gotta pause it to get my frame rates back. Okay. Yeah, so it's quite congested right now, I'm gonna say. So that's why I'm gonna do a massive expansion. But for now, I mean, 670 or 77 people online, and in this world alone there's 4,000 people. And in order to do that, if you know the game, you need to supply a lot of demand. And oh, I gotta fix this one, but I figured out a perfect method to this. All you have to do is put one of these, which allow 5,000 bandwidth, and 2 of these can be supplied off the one, because they each take I think 2,000. So I mean, you have 1,000 to spare, but whatever, it's worth it, especially when you have this much money and your financials are absolutely stable. So I'll show you guys that after. But this is absolutely necessary if you're gonna do this kind of grind that I created. My plan was 1 tile per level, but I totally see why that's not what you should do. It clogs up this system so badly that you can't even play it. So, well, I mean, let me show you. I personally wouldn't want to spawn into, right here is where you spawn into, good old Brightwood. And then it's already, so my original layout was just this square and going down this path, and didn't have all these inns. These are like all where people have to go to log out. And then I had to create all of this, and it started with just these, and then it like worked its way out, and then I added all of these because I realized these and these hold the same amount of people, so this is way less space, so you can fit way more of these. So I don't know what I was thinking. These only hold 200 people, so that was dumb. But I mean, I can replace them, but I don't want to because I'm trying to keep it like semi-realistic. I don't want to kick people out of their homes. I don't know what happens if like they just spawn into a new one or what, but anyways, yeah, so I had to expand all that. It used to just be this because my old starter town used to have to walk down here, come on down, and then you enter this cool castle, like, well, you see this big structure first, and you enter this like cool castle like town, and then there's a quest hunter here, which actually there's a quest hunter back over where we were just, which then will give you quests to like stay at your first inn and stuff, and then come over to this quest guy wherever he went. There he is. And you can get your quests from him. So like I have like really good quest setup, I gotta say. So it feels like realistic game where you have to do a bunch of quests and then go see another quest dealer and stuff like that in order to move on, and trying to keep it like a grind fest but also fun. So this is congested. This is supposed to be like a war zone type of thing, and it is just polluted. Because there's, what, I think there is, 4,000 people, like I said earlier, in here. So yeah, level 1, basically you need to just grind it out. So in order to just like, if you didn't do any quests or anything else, you would need to get 200 kills on like these zones. Obviously, if you played this before, you know what I'm talking about. So basically, they have to kill 200, which this actually sets like the XP for the game, which is, I made it super simple. Like you get like, you start off with 1 XP, and then each level increases by 2, so it's 3, 5, 7, 9, blah blah blah, all the way down, and then it keeps the needed XP like pretty nice numbers, at least in my opinion. I like them, especially this one. So anyways, I like these numbers personally just because you really make them grind and they die a lot, which in some cases people call it a problem, but I mean, I don't care about super happy people. I'm more of a money type of person. So this happiness I'm happy with. I started with like 4.0 and it got up to 4.7. That's fantastic, especially because like I just have great scenery for all the people. They just love touring around. So that alone keeps my happiness mid, because, and I like these towns that is doing, it got up there, and that came out of nowhere. I started realizing that when you build your towns, you just need these like everything, and then especially with like scenery, they love it. But anyways, ooh, it's too crowded here came up quick, and it's definitely too crowded here, so I'm gonna grind out a lot of these levels I'll show you that in a bit. I keep dying. That's the one I was gonna get to. Is who cares? Like, let them keep dying, because when they spawn in at these points, then there's a chance that they'll spawn directly at this point, and they'll spend $5. 5 of their real money dollars. Fake money, fake real money, you know? But anyways, it's real money in the game that they're giving me, so to add to my cash pile. Anyways, there's a decent amount of users, so like, just like on this peak day, 394 users times 5. I don't know what the hell that is right off my top of my head, but that's pretty good profit alone. And there's hundreds of, well, not hundreds, but there's a lot of these respawn points, and they all are the same price. So same amount of user type. All these are full because they're all $5 as well, and you have to log out in them if you want a proper logout for this game. My finances are fantastic. Basically, my subscription fees alone in a day. Oh, this is a bad day to show because I literally just went ham before starting this video and expanding. So let's go to this kind of day where I made literally $100,000 profit, but my subscription fees alone at the start of the day, so these come right away. So this 96,000 comes right away. I have 50 game developers like fixing the bugs, and 15 game masters doing the help tickets. I don't even care. And then all those so-called expensive network uplinks are not that expensive after all. It's only $34,000, which maybe sounds a lot, but just look at, I have my game price set at $5 to buy it, and the subscription fee is $5. So it gets, even if these people don't play my game, they're still gonna like stay on subscription because it's so cheap and they don't care, that it's just making me bank. Like 20,000 subscribers per day basically. Like, so there's 5 days in a month in this game, but 20,000 per day is fantastic because it makes me nearly $100,000 a day alone to pay for my upkeep, which is only almost 70,000. I don't know, 60 to 70, and this is 96. So yeah, do the math. It's quite easy. Today, yeah, like I said, today I'm just, so that's level 1. It's a grind. I showed you the money. I showed you how I'm making microtransactions, which I forgot to show. If you saw that, $57,000 a day in microtransactions. It's pretty fantastic. This is just, what, 4 hours into the day, and I already made $12,000 off of microtransactions. Not bad. So, well, that's good comparison. Each one of these respawn points make me about $2,000, and there's a lot of respawn points, so that's where a lot of my microtransactions come from. Anyways, on to level 2, which is through here and up this ridiculously steep hill. I don't know. I think I know how to do terrain editing, but I also don't really care. I mean, it bothers me, but I don't know if I know how, so that's a later problem if ever. But level 2, Thornwind. Thornwind. Okay, let me get rid of this. So this is level 2. It's quite nice. So if you know this game, if to decorate, you have to decorate, like putting down scenery, in order to increase your feature or whatever version level. So I just go ham decorating because why not? They basically make it part of the game, which is kind of cool. And then I just have to place a bunch of these inns because I overpopulate my worlds, but that's a problem for the past once I get through my new levels. So like I said, it's basically the same. You just meet the quest guys, you do your grind, you kill a bunch of things, and you go make your way into level 3, which is pretty cool. I really like coming down through the entrances, leaving one and then entering the next, because it's like, ooh, color change, ooh, pine fire, cool, alright. But yeah, so this is getting quite populated as well. I gotta figure out how to spread people out more, but for now I had to, so I used to just have like it go to like here, and then I had to expand, of course, like I do on every level with inns. And then basically I made this just like town here, and then you have inns along the way because you need them everywhere. And then just like these grind fests, fenced in grind fests. I don't know, it reminds me of some MMORPGs out there. So you just walk down this path, go to the required one you want, and then you can stay at your inn, you can go to little towns, wearing your stuff, you know, quite nice stuff. Then we got level 4, which not many people are level 4. Levels. Oh, why is it not showing my levels? One sec. Huh, weird. That must be a weird bug. I have 0 frame rates when I run this now, so I only run it when I'm not doing things in it. But, oh, let's enter Hillwind. Alright, Hillwind. Yeah, Hillwind. Alright, same idea. So, town, which doesn't have to be super populated yet. Not really room to grow there, so I'm probably just gonna add a lot. Well, I already kind of added some towns because I'm kind of getting used to it, the fact that I pollute my world. So this one I'm kind of preparing for in the future by making little towns along the way. And this one's a big grind. You just have to kill a bunch of things. But then level 5 is basically ready for release. But this is where if you want to continue, oh, it's auto-saving. So in level 5, if you want to continue playing the game, I require you to pay $100 to cross over the next island, and you have to get through something that I'll show you in a second, and then you can get on to level 6. So in order to continue playing this game after level 5, or if you want to move on to level 6, you can still play the game once you're level 5, but you can't advance to level 6 unless you pay $100 to get across. And if you want to come back, oh, don't worry, you can, but you just have to pay another $100. So I'll show you that in 1 second. Oh, I can move again. Okay, so basically, once I open these gates, level 5 is open, but I need to put network stuff down. So I have my little towns, I decorated towns, put down my monsters, blah blah blah. But right here is that special piece. This flying bird has to take you across, and it costs you 100 real money. And so in order for any one of those people back there to advance, they must pay $100 to come across here, and then if they want to stay at one of these inns, go ahead, because it costs you another 100 real money to get back. Alright, and then so obviously we have our $5 respawn point here, which is perfect because they have to get through this absolutely terrifying wave of monsters. Quite terrifying. Yeah, if you ask me, it's quite terrifying. So there's a bunch of monsters, they'll spawn in once I put network things down, but just waves of different types of monsters. And then once you get through that and grind up your levels, then you can move on to level 6, which this is all going to be level 6. So this is where I'll show you what I'm doing right now. So this is where I just spent like however much money I spent. Whatever it said I spent today, $130,000 on Regions bot. Yeah, that's pocket change. But anyways, so this is all going to be level 6, and I'm going to kind of spread them out, see? So there's going to be like a town here, and then this is my plan, that I'm going to have like a quest giver do a bunch of quests here, and then the last quest is going to be go over here and do quests here, and then go over here and do quests here, and then same thing, and then there, and then here, and then I'm sure they'll have enough levels to move into level 7, and that should help spread out the load of the servers, so I don't have to necessarily put down the insane amount of stuff like I did before. So anyways, once I do that, then there's level 7, which is bigger, and it's just, these are just going to be massive grinds. Like, you're just going to have to do quests in here, and then quests in here, and quests in here, quests in here, and then you'll have enough XP to level up to level 8. And then do all of these, and all of these, and then all of these. And then this is the best part. Once you reach level 10, then my idea is have that flying raven thing go over, and if you want to make it to level 11, which this is going to all be level 11, then basically it's going to cost you not $100, but 1,000. So if you want to move on to level 11, geez, that's a mouthful for me, then you'll have to spend $1,000. I think it's genius. Genius for me at least, because then, I don't know, if people make it that far, then I'm gonna be some kind of billionaire, especially after level 100, I mean 5. After level 5, just each player paying $100 to move on, and not even move on right away, but just get across so they have the opportunity to move on after they get through this wave of monsters. I don't know if that's going to be possible yet, so but that's exciting to see in the hopefully not too far future, after I make the grind less grindy once I make more levels. So that's basically where I'm at, and I'm not too sure what I left out. I basically showed everything. My strategy was literally one tile, but I screwed that up. I constantly was buying advertising, and I still do it. It's totally worth it, especially if you have your game set at $5 and a $5 subscription fee, because this alone pays for the price of the advertisement, and then some, like a lot. So it's totally worth it. getting your visuals and stuff and doing the quest, it's a lot of fun in my opinion, and it gets you awesome rewards. And then since I have a lot of staff, I normally get the best staff award as well. I don't know, but yeah, this is basically my typical idea of a MMORPG that can make a lot of money and is the hardest grind of all time, because one level will take an average of 24 playing hours in order to rank up until I jack up the quest XP values. So once I do that, then the grind won't be as intense, but that's only for a short period of time until I get people up to level 5 and hopefully paying the $100, because if I can get all my 100,000 subscribers to pay the $100, well, I mean, money is definitely not an issue then, that's for sure. And I mean, there's MMORPGs out there that once you get to level 50, you have to pay like $60 in order to move on. So this one, it's just level 5, and then level 10, and then maybe level 15, and then maybe getting to level 20 is probably going to be nearly impossible, just because why not? It's like torture. Right at the end, once you get to the final level, it's totally not what you were expecting, because you can't make it to the last level. And I don't know if this game is planning on adding more levels, but so far I think level 20 is the cap, and I don't even know if that's released. I guess it's, yeah, because there's no XP to next level, so level 20 is just the end game. So I'm gonna make the end game nearly impossible to be able to complete. But hope you enjoyed this. I know it's been like kind of a long spiel of stuff, but yeah, make sure you have this enabled. Combat needs to be freaking quick with the amount of people in the thing, and I have them all set to crowded. Oh yeah, I didn't show the quest leveling, but I have it to like 30 and 60 as my defaults. So this is like 1 to 2, and then this is not 19 to 20, this is actually 2 to 20, so don't know what that's about. And that sets the XP to equal this XP, and so yeah, that's that. And I set all my monsters' health down a lot, and to kind of like nuke them. I don't know, probably 30% each one, all of them. And then the player classes I set all equally the same, with a high starting base health. All the same high starting base health. Basically, people were complaining, saying nerf these things, so this kind of worked out. They still say nerf them, but it works really well, in my opinion, having them all equal, because then everyone's happy overall, and it's a good time. So that's MMORPG Tycoon 2. That's not a start, you know? I mean, this looks like it's a start because it's only this much, but this has been a 3-day grind because I've actually like wanted to put some time into these worlds and make it interesting for these fake online people that are crowded and probably don't even know what's going on. Like, this is just chaotic. But anyways, hope you guys have a good one. Hope you enjoy.